I became an activist fighting for victims and survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault.
Not only did people hear our stories, but they said, yeah, we hear you and something does need to change.
I 1000% agree with this. Something needs to change. What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having an excellent day. This is Wired here, bringing you a story late breaking about Marilyn Manson. Now, Marilyn Manson has been in some hot water for a while. He got Me Too'd by Evan Rachel Wood and a couple of other women, and obviously the internet being the internet dragged him. And, you know, he was guilty before anything was ever brought against him because accusations are as good as a jury trial in this day and age. And the Me Too movement, not to say it hasn't done some good, it's got some people like Harvey Weinstein behind bars, and rightly so. But the problem with it is these false allegations that can get leveled against somebody's character and it instantly destroys them. Really, there needs to be some sort of, legal ramification. I would say beyond defamation. I would say if you're going to falsely accuse somebody of something like this, you should face the same penalty. Because this is not something, this is career damaging. You shouldn't lie about this. And we saw the same thing happen from 2016 all the way up to the trial in 2022 with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And the media refused to say that Depp was anything but a monster until the trial comes out. And it turns out Amber Heard fabricated pretty much everything. And if you don't believe that, then you either didn't watch the trial or you don't have too many brain cells. But get into this article here. Marilyn Manson accuser went public with horrific claims of abuse. Now she says they were all made up. And she says she was manipulated by Evan Rachel Wood to actually put these claims out and damage this man's reputation for, clout or money or spite. I'm not really sure. I haven't watched this one as closely as Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, but it's just as despicable. In May of 2021, Ashley Morgan Smithline appeared on the cover of People magazine next to the headline, "I Survived a Monster." The story announced that Smithline, who has worked as a model and actor, was ready to tell her truth about horrific abuse she had suffered at the hands of Marilyn Manson. Among other things, she alleged that Manson had tied her up and raped her while she slept, drank her blood, and carved his initials into her thigh. And now her excuse is, "I was brainwashed and it makes me feel disgusting," she said. But in a 3-page declaration filed in court on Thursday, Smithline recanted her allegations, saying that they weren't true. And will she be held to any legal ramifications? We can only hope so. She said that the claims, which she first posted to her Instagram account in February 21, contained untrue statements about Manson, including that there was violence and non-consensual intimacy in their relationship. She also stated that there was no branding or cutting during the relationship and certainly no Marilyn Manson initials carved on her. Smithline also alleged that she had been pressured into making the false allegations by Evan Rachel Wood, Manson's ex-girlfriend, who has publicly accused him of abusing her during their 4-year relationship. And Evan Rachel Wood's been brought on multiple shows. She's done multiple interviews. I know I saw on the Drew Barrymore show, and everyone is so sympathetic towards her because all she has is claims. That's it. I'm saying this happened, so it's happened. I'm not only impassioned about this because, I think it's wrong, and I think people should be held to account, but I've seen this happen in real time, in real life, and I've seen multiple women do this. And I'm not saying all women are liars because I think you should take all claims seriously, but I think there should be a lot harsher punishments for people who make up these claims. These are life ruining. I've seen this happen in real time to very close friends of mine, people I know, and it turns out later on it's not true. Or it turns out then girl gets in another relationship, she'll go on, that relationship falls apart, there's more accusations against that. I know one girl from school when we were in college, I think in a 2-year span, she had accusations similar to this against 5 different people. And really, it was either for attention or to cover up her own poor actions or whatever. But I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but like the five people, really. And, all the guys, some people got ostracized from their friends groups. No legal charges were ever brought against anybody. But people got ostracized from friends groups. People, felt isolated. One person developed a drinking problem. This is life-ruining stuff, and your character gets blasted on social media. It's just not right. But there's no accountability. They can just walk away from it, leave a trail of fire behind them, and it doesn't matter because there's always going to be some sucker out there who's going to believe them. And, if nothing happens, you're going to keep doing this and doing this and doing this. She alleged that she was manipulated by Wood and others, including Wood's girlfriend, Ilma Gore, into participating in a publicity campaign against Manson. In addition to people who cover shoots, Smithline appeared on The View and filed a federal lawsuit accusing Manson of violent stuff. The lawsuit was dismissed in January after attorney J. L. Wenger withdrew from the case due to a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. Smithline now maintains that she was convinced to make the false allegations after hearing the accounts of Wood and Esme Bianco, another Manson accuser. She said that when she first spoke to Wood in 2020, she denied having been victimized, but she alleges that Wood told her she must have repressed her memories. In effect, she claims she was brainwashed. How could you possibly be so stupid to actually buy into that? I'm sorry, I don't buy that excuse at all. You wanted to jump on this cloud train. You wanted to ruin this guy's life. You wanted to get in tabloids. You wanted to do talk shows. That's, just own up to it. Again, this is another excuse. Well, I was wrong, but you see, I was manipulated by somebody else. It's still not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong, even though I'm trying to ruin this guy's life. It wasn't me. It was that bad person over there. No, you know what you're doing. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions. It's utterly despicable. I hope this person gets sued into oblivion. And hopefully it'll be coming up in the article. Eventually, I started to believe what I was repeatedly told. No, that total crap. Total BS. Evan never pressured or manipulated Ashley. The spokesperson said it was Ashley who was first encountered Evan about the abuse. And now everyone's going to do the pointing finger blame game at each other. And I'm sure there's going to be a defamation lawsuit brought against these people for this. And I hope there is. But I don't think that's enough. I really don't. These women have gone out there. And Marilyn Manson's a pretty decent target for this because, you see his character. He looks like he's a pretty weird, off-putting guy. You could probably buy just based off how he looks, which you shouldn't, but you probably could, that he might be into some less than savory things. And people exploit that to try to get the guy canceled, which is really a shame. So, I'm sure a defamation lawsuit will be coming. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Manson is now suing Wood and Gore for defamation, alleging that they have maliciously derailed his career with false allegations. I 100% agree. Also accuses them of recruiting other women to make false allegations against him. And can't wait for that trial. I'm going to watch that whole trial when it comes out, and I hope they are found liable of defamation. But again, I don't think that's good enough. And, maybe I'm wrong. Leave a comment down below if you really think I am, but I don't think it is. This person could be in jail for the rest of their lives because somebody's making up lies about them. Hitting people in the pockets hurts, but I think the same punishments that would have been levied against him should definitely be put on the people who are falsely accusing him. That's the only way stuff like this is going to stop. It's really brought out the ugliness of this whole Me Too movement. It's done a lot of good, but people also see the good in everything and how can I exploit this to my own advantage? And that's exactly what's happened here. So I hope everything goes good for Marilyn Manson. I'm going to try to cover this a little more as more information comes out in the future because I'm very interested in this case. And I hope for anyone who falsely accuses anybody of such things that they suffer the harshest punishments, both criminal and punitive. And that's all I have today. If you liked what I said, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. If not, thank you for listening this long. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next one. Don't make up stuff about people. Just don't do it. Later.